Hello. So for today video I wanted to do the DIY Louise Carmen inspired notebooks, and I have a big piece of leather, so I think I'm gonna actually do two, and I'm gonna film one and then the other one I'm gonna do for myself, or I don't know, we're gonna see how fast I go, because I did try to do like a test on a smaller piece of leather that I bought, and my tutorial is gonna be a bit different because I got the 2mm I forgot how they are called, these little round punchy things, and I don't think I can show you actually, but they split because I don't have one of those like bedding things that you do to make it even on both sides. So the thing I have to use, it's like a thing that like breaks the metal actually. I don't know if you can see. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit different because the materials I got aren't the usual ones, and I wanted to see if I can do something about the edges, and I got these two to see if I can make the edges nicer and tidier, and yeah, this is the one I've done. I think it turned out pretty well. Yeah, see, I don't know if you can tell, but it's not like on this side perfect. They're like pressed inside the leather because they're chopped. So yeah, but I think it turned out pretty well. And I got accidentally the rope I got is it's like 2mm as well. I should have gotten like 1.5mm or something like that, but I kind of like it thick like this. I think it's chunky and it's nice. It also feels a bit more secure, but it's a pain in the ass to actually make it go through this because it's like a tight fit. So I have to put with the scissors, I had to like create a technique to get it in. Yeah, so we're gonna see how it turns out. So oh, and I also practiced, you see, yeah, I can show you here, I guess, how it looks. And they kind of turned out a bit wanky. It's not perfect. I hope I'm gonna do it better this time, but I guess we're gonna have to see. So for the first step is for you to get your template from the old Bing home. You have a 1 inch on 1 inch measurement that you can do to see if the template is correct. Actually, I should get a ruler. Just a second. I knew I forgot something. Okie dokie. So you have to align it. I aligned it at the edge because it's less cutting. And actually I can use the ruler to go over it. A bit better, yeah. I'm not gonna cut the tutorial. This is gonna be like a real time how long it takes me. so you get a better idea about like a realistic tutorial. Because I've seen so many people be like, oh, this is so easy, it's like the easiest thing on the planet. And I've encountered some difficulties, and it took me longer than I thought. A bunch of stuff took longer than I actually thought it would. Yeah, should I do this one or just leave it? Maybe I'm gonna leave it for the next one. And I got this scissor for leather. I think it's coated with like something, I don't know, some sort of oil or this part is pretty simple. Let me cut all the way through, just because, yeah, it doesn't matter here if it's a straight line or not. This one I'm gonna reuse for another tinier notebook. And now for this part, a straight line. So this is for the Louise Carmen road book. It's the one I have already in red that I've shown you guys. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with it. I was thinking maybe gift it to someone or something like that. These make like very nice and thoughtful gifts. And the last part, this one you can keep the excess leather that you have, like I did on my other project, and you can practice punching these. So keep this just in case you need to practice. A bunch of people say that you should practice. So this is roughly the size of the notebook. If you were to put it aligned with the Louise Carmen, if you have it, if you don't, it's fine. You'd see it's exactly the same size. It wraps up nicely too. So now for the corners, I actually got this little knit tool from AliExpress. I believe it's the 24 one. Let me check. Yeah, it's the 24 one. And I prefer this one over this because this one gets like imperfect lines because it's like being cut and stuff. So this one is heavy too. And you can just align it and trace it properly. Yeah, look at that, perfect. And it's the same on both sizes, so, or if you want to be extra, you can flip it upside down for the other part. Perfect. Flip it. I really love these round corners. I don't know why, it just makes it extra cozy. But I did got some metal decorations for the edges, and I was actually thinking to make a three-fold, I guess it's called. The one where you have it just like this. like normal, not oh no, so this is a 3-fold, and I'm guessing this one is a bifold, bifold, double fold or something like that. Yeah, I don't know exactly. Now let's take the edges. You see it goes pretty quickly. Very carefully cut along the pattern. Yeah, I guess it's a pattern. See? Perfect corners. I might be actually quicker this time around, but I'm really afraid that at the string it's gonna take me a while to push it through. And there you have it, a piece of leather that's perfect. Now for the strings, we do have some guidelines here as to where it's supposed to go, but I'm not gonna follow these ones exactly perfectly, because what I want to do is have them pretty close together like you see here. And I don't know if I should put 6 or 2. Maybe I should just put 2. So what I've done with the other one was to fold this one exactly at the line where you're supposed to, you see it's see-through, so exactly on the dotted line. And then once again, oh, a bit too much. So make sure it's aligned. Maybe I can use this heavy thing. Done perfectly. Now with your ruler, you can just draw a straight line, and then for this one another straight line. So now you kind of roughly have this space where you're supposed to put the punch holes. And for this, I'm actually gonna use the thing inside the, I'm gonna use the this guide and punch through the paper. Sorry, I lost my train of thoughts for a second. Okie dokie. Now what I did, should I do 3 or 2? This is the question. This is the big question. I really don't know. 3 is gonna mean more work. So Opa. What should I do? I wish I could do like a poll so you guys decide for me because this is quite difficult. let's do 4. Let's do 4, not 6. Yeah. So every kit like this comes with a punch and with this thingy that you're supposed to seal it or something like that. Mine didn't came with the little base because it's too small, I guess, or something like that. So what I'm gonna do now is actually use these little guidelines I did to trace the middle section. And trace a line straight. And then straight through here. Roughly. And now here it's supposed to go roughly. And now for this part, you can either use a hammer, sorry it's so dirty, with the hole punch it came, or you can use one of these handy little things that you use for belts and stuff like that. I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna have to clean it after each use. And to clean it, I'm using actually a mechanical pencil that I withdraw the little tip inside, and it's just the metal part out, so I can clean it after each use. See, this kind of stuff they don't tell you. And it would have been just pretty handy to okie dokie. I hope I've done it correctly. And I'm also like twisting it a bit just to make sure the leather comes out. And yeah, it made a hole. Now with the mechanical pencil, I like pull out the, you see the excess leather is inside here, so I have to pull it out because or else it's gonna get stuck. I'm guessing it was supposed to go up the barrel because it has like an empty space here, but it doesn't for some reason. Maybe the leather is a bit too thick for it. And yeah, this is the thing out. And now for the second one. Everything is shaking. And twist. Just one more time for good measure. Yeah, and this one didn't come through. I think now it did. Yeah. I just needed to be a bit more patient with it. And twist. I was thinking that it's gonna be quite boring watching me do this like 8 times and then with the string, but I also wanted like a realistic video about how this process actually is, that it's not as easy peasy as they make it in other videos. Like, okay, I think it went through. Yeah. The lines are a bit wanky. So I'm just gonna put it aside and actually try to fix it a bit. Yeah, the lines aren't perfect, for example. Okay, I'm gonna be a bit nervous to see how these will turn out, because they're not perfectly aligned. And now for this one, I'm just gonna use these as a marker, actually this one, so they're a bit aligned. And now I'm gonna do it with my eyes because I need to see them, because they're so tiny. But I really didn't want it to get like 4 or 5 millimeters and stuff. Though I did give in and bought another piece of leather, like a piece of black leather, to do an A6 custom. And for that one I actually bought 4 millimeter rings, and I'm gonna do it with red string, and it's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, I'm just curious to see different techniques and stuff like that. With these ones I really wanted to do a video so I show you guys, but I'm doing it with the materials I have. Which aren't ideal, unless you're going for a certain look, of course. But if you want the tiny ring holes, oh, this is gonna you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to be able to use these and cut them and stuff like that. So, and twist. And that's it with the 8 holes. And I'm gonna do the ones here. I'm gonna do 2 holes instead of 1. I'm just gonna use this as a guide and do one on each side of the now that I have that one, I'm just gonna, it's way better. This one's turned out so much better than these. It's like small details, but if you're like into this kind of stuff, I'm guessing you notice. Done. Perfect. Now we can put this ugly hammer away and move on with our lives. And also make sure you use like a cutting board that's silicone and a bit thick, that you don't actually care for, because it's gonna get ruined. So this one I just have to clean a bit because it got stained, but this one has holes in it already and stuff like that. So okie dokie, next step. Oh, I actually need a hammer. What was I saying? I don't need a hammer anymore. Yeah, in my dreams maybe. So now let's pull these. Let's actually do them one by one. So the first one. And a technique I saw, as you push it, it kind of goes to the side, and then you have to stop and then go the other way around at an angle, and then push on that side to make it even. Yeah, so it's a bit complicated if you want this very tiny. And then at the end, to even it out because it's not straight, I just do this, and then it's nice and nothing, because you've just cut the metal. This evens it out and presses it into the leather even better. So now it's not gonna stick out. And this is how it looks. And just repeat that 10 more times. I don't even know how much time it passed, but I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, see how wanky these are compared to these ones. So sometimes doing it by your eye is better than following the rules. I was just thinking that this kind of tinted leather is crazy horse leather, I think. It stains quite a bit. Yeah, my camera died on me, so this is the second part where we left off. I really hate it when people on YouTube or on TikTok, they make things seem so easy and unrealistic just because they edit things out, and you can see the whole process and how long they actually take to do the thing, or their difficulties or issues that come along. And I just wish people were more honest somehow, like we would have some way to share content and stuff like that, but be genuine about it. Or it's kind of difficult when it's so easy to be fake, I guess, or fake things, or make it look like it's easier for you than it is. And people that try the things that you're saying or recommend it and encounter difficulties are like they are to blame for, or something like that. Or I just think it's a bit so bad, not the best. Because when I walked into this project, I was like, oh, it's gonna be the easiest thing I've ever done in my whole life. And it is easy, don't get me wrong, but it's also difficult at the same time. You have to be very, very patient and careful, and especially if you get the materials wrong and you have to make do with what you have and stuff like that. Just 4 more. And then the string. Oh my god, the string. I hope it's gonna be fine. It's actually very therapeutic and relaxing to do it, so I recommend it. I wonder if we can get these marks off somehow. Oh, I guess like this. Somehow, if it's 50-50. The string is gonna be such a nightmare. I hope I perfected my technique there too. And I'm just gonna be a bit faster with it. But again, I wanna show the real struggle of someone who bought the wrong materials, I guess. I should have gotten like a 1.5. But somehow it works, so I'm not gonna waste the string I got. Perfect. And that's it. If you don't look here, that's good enough. And now we clean up after ourselves. And now the most dreaded process with the string. So how we do it? Where are you? So it's this one. I'm trying to pull it from the other side, but I don't seem to be finding it. Oh, I found it. This is it. Okay, so now we have the string, and because it has this puff here, what I've done was just to cut it and burn it. So it fits better inside. So what we're gonna do is take from the inside, I'm gonna put it through the first hole here, and with the scissor I'm just gonna try to bend it, make it fit through there. And if it doesn't work, I just repeat because it just puffs out again. It's an annoying process. Oh, I think we got it. Yeah. I think I perfected my technique so well. I was thinking actually we can put some charms on. Because on the other notebook I didn't. These are from AliExpress, stuff like that. So we can put the red diamond or the green one. We have a little shell, an eye, a heart. These are some stars. This is something I've already used. And this is a coin. I was thinking this one on the front, maybe. Something like that. If it fits. But let's go with the heart. I think it's gonna be cute. Or maybe we should keep it for the front because it's gonna be on the side a bit weird. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it for the front maybe. Let me see. So it would be like this and just float around. Yeah, I don't think I like it. I'm gonna keep it for the front. Okie dokie, so now with the scissor we go through the loop just underneath the one we did. If I get this one fast, I swear I'm gonna be like an expert. Maybe not yet. And you should be careful with the scissors so you don't cut yourself, accidentally poking through with a bit too much force and with your finger there. Just be sure you leave space and stuff. Yeah, I'm an expert now. Now on the other side, we go through the one below, not the one at the top, not the one at the top, but the one below. See, practicing really helped, because now I think you have to find like an angle and then use the scissor to push through from above. But I have to see it. So maybe let me put it like this. And the scissor needs to be closed. I'm doing like open surgery here. I almost said done. I was so confident that I got it. Now maybe. Done. Perfect. And now we just pull it through the last one. Now it's a bit more complicated because I can't see that well. Oh. Yeah, let me cut it a bit. Now I guess it should work a bit better. Maybe. Maybe not. I think I got a bit cocky, honestly. I was like, oh my god, I got the first two so fast that I got it. Yeah, sort of. just need to push it through. Come on. Oh, that's... It doesn't want to go. Oh, I see the problem. It was a bit scratchy. And now for the, you have to make it a bit like this, so it doesn't lay flat. It has to have a bit of bounce. And for this too as well, when you pull it, when you, I don't know how you, when you tie a knot, it has to also be stretchy like this. I hope it's not too tight. And now to burn the fuzz, the little fuzz. And that, there you have it. Perfect. And now let's do the last one, and then the cord in the front. So I always forget. It's like this on the inside first. And I have to burn the fuzz. Yeah, I think I see it better like here. For some reason, I don't know why. It just seems to come nicer. Now it's a bit difficult because I have this string here, so it's a bit in the way. Yeah, I also fuzzed it up. I need to focus, use all my brain power to do this. We got it and then it slipped. Come Come on. It's not that bad. And you also have to not push too hard so the thing doesn't come out, the metal piece doesn't come out, I guess. Let me see. I felt like it needed to be a bit flattened. Yeah, I don't know why this doesn't want to go inside. Maybe we should try from the other side. Maybe we'll get a bit more lucky. This one was so fast. I was really thinking, oh my god, this is gonna be so fast. I really hope the whole thing is gonna be under an hour. Which, I mean, I think it's realistic, honestly, under an hour. The next 30 minutes is just gonna be me struggling with this string. I really don't know what's the issue, honestly. Maybe I punched the hole a bit too narrow, or the angle is a bit weird. Let me cut a bit from here to see if I make it like a bit more narrow. Come on, you have an angle. I think we got it, but now you have to be careful. Oh, finally. So do not buy 2mm string if you're gonna do a 2mm punch hole. So that's the lesson from this video. It's so painful to watch because this is the lesson. So that took forever, my God. I think the cutting it a bit helped, honestly. I don't know what was in my mind, thinking it would not need a bit of room to breathe, like 2mm on 2mm. But it is worth it, honestly, because you do have the tiny metal holes and then this string that is thicker, so it gives you a bit more, it feels much more robust, I guess, if that's a word. Like sturdier, I don't know. I guess it's just harder now because the whole notebook is more moving and stuff, and you have to be mindful of the movement of it and the bounce it has. We have just 4 more holes. Yeah, this one is not gonna go through. I have to do the little trick with cutting the cord a bit just to get it inside. And now let's see. Yeah, it's not gonna work because it's composed of like tiny little, like more elastic bands inside, and they're like so it's like 5, 6, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's like 10 tinier strings inside, and then outside it has this like textured thingy. So when you cut it, it actually breaks into those 10 tiny strings. So it's easy for one of the strings to pick up on the leather and for it to not be able to push through. So you just have to like align all 10 strings to get inside and not ruin the outside thing that keeps them together. It sounds very complicated. So yeah, don't do what I've done unless you want fun results. I hate it when it's inside and then I get it out and like stay there. Done, 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 done. I hope. Yes. Ah, it feels so successful when I'm able to pull it. And now one last time with this one that didn't want it. Maybe it's gonna work on the other side a bit better. That's an option. Let's see. Gonna have to clean. I was gonna say, yeah, it works. No, it doesn't. But it's fine. We can make it work, I think. Maybe if I rotate it. If I cut it. Yeah, so if you do it by hand, it doesn't work like at all. You just cannot push it through. It is in, but I cannot pull it for some reason. Done. Oh, this was so hard but satisfactory. And now the last string. Maybe more a bit. Maybe I pulled it too tightly. Yeah, I guess this is the best I can do. Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry. No, the tragedy. So this one is a bit loose and I don't like it. But I guess it's gonna be fine when it's gonna be pulled with the notebooks and stuff. Now let's put some notebooks in. These are done. This is so cute. I'm just gonna I tested some inks on it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put it straight. I can't. My OCD will not let me. Will not let me sleep at night. So let me arrange them a bit better. It's a stretch. Ah, so nice. It fits perfectly. Now for the back one, but I just don't think that crazy horse leather is the best one, honestly. It's just my opinion. So my camera died. My phone died, and this is the finished product. I fucked up a bit here, but it's fine. I put a little charm and the 2 notebooks inside. Very nicely. I'm sorry I didn't got the whole thing on, but it is what it is. And as a comparison, these are the 2 side by side. I think it's pretty decent. The lines aren't perfect as it's on the Louise Carmen, but it's good enough. It's not as chunky because I don't have as many notebooks as I do here. Here I have 4 notebooks including a Moleskine. That's pretty thick. And on the back, I fucked up this. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I'm glad it's done. And on the side, oh, what are you doing here? Yes. So these are the two compared side by side. And this is the little one, the pocket one that I have. Once my Ernest comes, because I also bought the Louise Carmen Ernest, I'm gonna do a comparison with this one too, just so you can see both of them side by side custom, the Louise Carmen and the handmade ones that I did. So this is the video. Thank you for watching. Sorry it got cut. I just didn't realize it stopped filming. So this is the video. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Sorry it took so long, and yeah, I'm assuming it was like an hour and a half, the whole process of doing the notebook from zero to finish. You'd probably do it faster if you didn't speak through it, so I would say like an hour or something like that it would take you to do the Louise Carmen. Thank you. I'm gonna do also a cost breakdown in the comments with everything, all the materials I had compared to the Louise Carmen notebook. Thank you again for watching.